that if we were some kind of way to make a decision not to get together again, whose fault is that? It's nobody's fault but ours. There's nothing between us and accomplishing any good thing on our own hearts than to stay together and work together to see the fulfillment of the vision that all of you have for making a difference. As someone said, one of the organizations that I represent is this organization called the Partnership for a Connected Illinois, or Broadband Illinois. And our statement that came out of one of our working sessions was our mission is a better broadband, better lives. And that sounds cute, but the real issue is, again, we have to be responsive, we have to listen, and let me just say this, that besides being cute, Partnership for a Connected Illinois came out of a process. The President, Barack Obama, put forth a broadband initiative that was part of the ARRA stimulus program. There are about $4 billion or so that was set aside for catalyzing broadband initiatives throughout the United States. Illinois received close to $300 million in broadband stimulus dollars, second only to California. So as Orlando is able to articulate, when you start running down the list of innovations, and you know, a lot of the reasons we're talking about the internet now is a result of technology that came off the campuses of the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana, and came out of Northern Illinois, and came out of IIT, and came out of the University of Chicago. And people that look just like you are some of the people that came up with those innovations. There's a young man here associated with a group on the west side, Lowry Taylor. I had occasion to attend a meeting that they did several years ago, and one of those scientists and engineers, a Nigerian brother, was at the forefront of developing supercomputer technology and the IP infrastructure that created the World Wide Web that we're talking about today. Somebody looks just like you. So we need to have a continuing dialogue, leveraging these resources and being aware of initiatives like Broadband Illinois, a Partnership for a Connected Illinois. We need to be aware of the Illinois Broadband Deployment Council. Pierre and I were involved with the Lieutenant Governor, when Governor Quinn was Lieutenant Governor and started the Broadband Deployment Council. Well, first of all, when he was Lieutenant Governor, didn't anybody care who he was. You know, and they just said, well, sit over there, be quiet, and you know, you don't have any power, you don't have any money, you can't do anything. And so he, of his own volition, said, well, you know, I think broadband means something. I don't know a whole lot about it, but let me see if anybody wants to talk about it. So he used to hold meetings down in the State of Illinois building, and a few scraggly characters showed up, like me and Pierre, and professors from Joel from Manbretti from Northwestern, and some folks from Argonne, and some other folks. And we used to just sit around a table and kibitz about what it would be like if broadband could be available and next generation technology could be available in our community. And lo and behold, by a series of unknown occurrences, this guy ends up to be up to governor, and then the president comes up with this broadband money, and then the state gets $300 million. Now the point is, some of that money needs to be in circulation in the communities that you all represent. And oftentimes that doesn't happen, but that's going to change today because we're going to make a decision today to stick together and to do some of the kinds of things that all of us are working on. So without, what I'd like to do for the remainder of the time that we have here today, I'd like to ask Joey